Hello, I'm Daniel, and I'll be your host on this journey to discover hydrogen. On our first stop on this journey, we're going to learn some detailed information about hydrogen. So let's get started.
Hydrogen is an odorless gas consisting of only one proton and one electron. Because of its atomic structure, hydrogen is the most structurally simple and one of the most versatile elements in the universe. Hydrogen was first detected by Henry Cavendish in 1766. He was a British scientist who discovered the element during an experiment in which he decomposed vapor with a very hot iron bar. The result of the decomposition process was the so-called hydrogene, or water-forming material. Antoine Lavoisier later reproduced Cavendish's experiment and gave the element its name, hydrogen. Historically, it has been mainly used as a fuel source, but it can and has served other purposes.
Hydrogen is very essential to life. It's the hydrogen atom that is the source of energy that runs the universe. It's the most abundant element in the universe. Hydrogen is a source of power, and molecules that are loaded with hydrogen, like carbohydrates and fatty molecules like lipids, are a major source of energy to all life forms on the planet. So as an element, I would say hydrogen is one of the major 4 or 5 very important elements.
So chemically, what I think is important about hydrogen is its simplicity. It's just a proton and an electron. It's incredibly flammable in the presence of air. In the high school setting, we love to generate hydrogen through the reaction of zinc and hydrochloric acid, forming hydrogen gas. That's a single replacement reaction. And then often students will detonate it with a flame, so you have hydrogen, oxygen, and a little bit of a heat source, and it goes back to making water. And it's a great synthesis reaction that has a lot of educational value for our students.
So now that we know some information about hydrogen, let's continue our journey. On our next stop, we're going to learn about daily uses and industrial uses of hydrogen and how hydrochloric acid reacts with copper and zinc. So let's get to it.
Hydrogen has many uses in industrial applications, with the 2 largest uses being fossil fuel processing and ammonia production, which is mostly for the fertilizer market. Applications for hydrogen can be found in the automotive, chemical, power generation, aerospace, and telecommunications industries. In more recent applications, hydrogen is used pure or mixed with nitrogen as a tracer gas for minute leak detection. The Space Shuttle main engine burns hydrogen with oxygen, producing a nearly invisible flame at full thrust. This can be demonstrated on a much smaller scale in a school laboratory where a pop test is conducted after producing hydrogen through the electrolysis of water. Using a Hoffman's apparatus, water is broken down into its minor components, oxygen and hydrogen. The right side is hydrogen while the left side is oxygen. For every mole of water, there is a 2-to-1 ratio of hydrogen gas being generated to oxygen gas, which is why the right side of hydrogen has more gas in it. And now, the oxygen and hydrogen gases are taken out into a test tube. As the gases get exposed to the flame, they combust, making a loud pop, which is why it is called the pop test. Hydrogen also has daily life uses, such as the fuel cell, which can be used as transportation fuel, a power source, or for electric and hybrid vehicles, small heating appliances, and cooking. A fuel cell can also be utilized in space shuttles, but right now let's look at how hydrogen is produced in a school's laboratory. In this experiment, 3 different molarities of hydrochloric acid will be used. After 3 pennies have been scored and put into the petri dishes, the HCl is added and the production of hydrogen begins as the metals that make up the penny, copper, and zinc react with the HCl. This is a single replacement reaction. As zinc binds with chlorine, hydrogen gas is given off. Eventually, copper will react the same way as more hydrogen gas will be produced.
Did you know that hydrogen is actually the oldest element in the universe, being formed between 3 and 20 minutes after the Big Bang? It is also the most abundant in the universe, consisting of the universe's 75% of the elemental mass. These are only a couple of the interesting facts about hydrogen. To find out more, just go on the internet to look up more facts and information. But now we have reached the final stop of our journey. But we are gonna go out with a bang. So, let's get to our big finale. Let's go. This experiment will show us the explosiveness of hydrogen. But while you're watching, it's my time to go. So this is Daniel signing off. And goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Right.
Spectacular! That was amazing.